Summer's made for road trips, weekend adventures, and making memories, and there's no better way to get there than in a new Toyota from Carl Hogan Toyota. Whether you're looking for a fuel-efficient Corolla, a family-ready RAV4, or a tough Tacoma or Tundra, we've got the right vehicle waiting for you. Our team is here to make your car buying experience easy, honest, and hassle-free. Stop by today and find your perfect summer ride. Experience the difference at Carl Hogan Toyota on Highway 45 in Columbus.
Welcome back to another episode of the Carl Hogan Drive. We're here for episode 9 now. Today I'm joined with Alan.
Hello.
Megan.
Hey.
Greg.
Hey.
And a special guest, Mr. David Sparks. How are y'all today?
Good morning. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Great. So as we start off every episode, how was everyone's weekend?
Man, great.
Fantastic.
Great.
Good.
Did
I
you
got to
lose
travel to Mississippi. How much better could life be?
That's right. Great.
Megan, how's your home renovation? Did you lose any of your house this weekend?
No, we got the
Here we
roof
go, Al.
fixed.
Hey!
It's put on.
There you
we
go.
did our gender reveal.
Yeah?
Gender reveal.
I'm having a girl.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Everybody was happy except for Jet. He laid on the ground for 20
Oh,
minutes.
yeah.
He was so mad.
That's okay because they're still outnumbered.
He's like, I just wanted a brother. I didn't want a sister.
Still outnumbered. More boys than girls right now.
Oh,
I know.
Still
no.
outnumbered.
It'll be fun.
David,
Well-
Stops is a fancy term.
David, hold on a second.
or did I word
First
that
of all,
wrong?
tell us a little about yourself, David.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, my name is David Sparks, and I own a company called Bar Automotive. And what we do and what we are blessed to do is to serve dealerships all across the country in fixed ops. And the definition of fixed ops is really simple: parts and service. So somewhere somebody decided we're going to make a fancy title so that we sounded cooler, and we called it fixed. And so then people just kind of built upon that. But the reality is we've got some great people in the parts and service departments that just needed some support. And I've been in the business myself now going on 25 years, running some fairly large and substantial organizations, and I've been blessed to build some really, really great teams. And I thought that was a great opportunity for me to spread out to be able to serve people across the country. And so that's what I've done. And somehow, some way, I was able to connect with Alan and Philip downstairs in service a few months ago, and we just kind of taken it from there. And I've been blessed to come back to the store multiple times. I get to talk to the team weekly. They try to duck my appointments, but that never happens. It's all good.
But like, so I'm trying to think of I had a question.
So
Thank
let me
you.
ask you
Thank
this.
you.
We're talking about fixed ops, right? So you said that's parts and service, right?
Yes,
You know,
sir.
This is also normal maintenance on automobiles, normal care of your car, taking care of your car. That's the life of these cars this day and time, man. It's taking care of that car. It's got to be taken care of. You need a place that's going to take care of it that you can trust.
Right.
So one of the main things that we're trying to do in our fixed ops department that some of these others may not is we want to be very transparent. We want the customer to understand when they come here, man, we're going to be transparent. We're going to do our best to be as fast as we possibly can, and we're going to get your problem solved because that's why you're here. You're not here because you're happy to be here. No. You're here because something is failing or you have to have regular maintenance done. So, normally 9 out of 10 of them that come in the drive are not happy to be here.
100%.
So I want our experience when they get here to be top notch. I want them to have a comfortable place to relax. I want them to have snacks and drinks that they can help themselves to relax themselves there. I mean, I want them to have the experience they would have if they went to an upper echelon tier dealership. I want them to have that at this little old Toyota dealership in Columbus, Mississippi. I want them to walk out of here saying, holy crap, I did not expect that.
100%. And it starts by accepting our reputation, right? Most people do not have a favorable reputational thought when I say you work in the car business or you work in the service department. They think that we're some version of a liar, a cheater, or a thief. We're selling things that they don't need. We take way too long. We're way too expensive. All of that may have been earned generations ago, but it still exists in people's minds today. So to your point, Alan, it's critical that we first own that. and accept that we have to overcome that with every guest that comes in. And it begins at that welcome and making certain that they understand that, number one, we're grateful they chose us. They had a lot of other choices.
That's right.
They didn't have to come to Carl Hogan Toyota for their service department. They're making a mistake if they don't, but they didn't have
That's
to.
right. That's right.
Sure.
So the moment they come in, if they don't get that feeling, I do it with like this with my students is we've all walked into that place where you can tell that employee hates life.
Yep.
You're not walking up to them to ask for help, whether that's at a clothing store, at a restaurant, at whatever. It doesn't matter. I will rather like walk around the store for an hour and a half lost before I ask that person who obviously hates life. And we do that every single day with our body language and don't even realize it.
Yep.
We have to start with that. Hey, thank you for coming in. My name is David. What's yours? Welcome to Carl Hogan Toyota, the home of 90 days, same as cash. You can't get that anywhere else. That type of energy, it changes everything.
That's right.
So what makes the difference between a good service advisor and a great service advisor?
The person.
The person?
The person. Listen, I'm all about process. I am a process-driven human being. Everything that I personally do in my life is process. But without the person to execute it that believes it in their heart, it's simple for me. It's faith, it's family, it's business, in that order.
Perfect.
In that order. There is no choice. There is no mix-up of that.
Totally agree.
And if you don't have that in your core being, number one, you'll never be great. And number two, you shouldn't be here.
That's right.
It's that simple.
Exactly
Absolutely.
right.
But yeah, so a lot of it is how do you act at work is as like how people respond to your service, basically.
Yeah,
That might not be a good way to explain it.
One of my
but
favorite sayings is attitude equals altitude.
Yes.
Your attitude directly depends on how high you're going to go. You know,
And
you
they
come
can
in.
see it.
Yeah,
They can see it.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
It rubs off on customers, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if you come in with the torch held high every single day, and believe me, that is not easy to do.
No.
It is not easy to do because you and I, we are all humans and we deal with these same issues our customers are dealing with, except we have to put those in the back and put our torch up high because we are at work and we are here to make their day better.
Right.
They're not here to make our day better. We're here to help them with whatever problem they may be having and do it in as quick and as polite a way as we possibly can.
Well, that's why our department says service.
That's right.
Okay. We forget that every single day.
Serve.
We are here to serve. That's it. Everything else after that is the byproduct of the serve. And Alan, you said it really well. No one comes to this store happy to see me. No one. My car is broken. It's affecting my daily life routine. And I'm about to spend money that I may not have, nor do I want to spend necessarily.
Right.
So I'm already starting in a negative. So if I'm not coming out with a servant heart right from the moment you meet me and then everywhere through that whole experience, all I've done is just reaffirm that reputation is the truth.
Yeah.
That's how you make a great advisor.
That's right.
And going back to making the experience better, we have those 2 new TVs that are going up.
Yes,
So we'll be
yes,
able to
yes,
enjoy,
yes.
so
Yes,
people will
yes,
be able to enjoy that as well.
That'd be great.
right.
Alan, do we have anything new coming into the lot here coming up?
Yes, we got some Highlanders coming. We've got we've got a 27 Land Cruiser that's supposed to be here in a few days. So that's going to be a big
Couple
deal.
grand.
I do like the new color,
brands.
the new inked color.
Inked, yeah,
Yes.
the black is.
Have you
is
seen it
metallic.
close?
I have. I always hold my opinions on those colors till I actually see it face
really
because
nice.
there has been colors in the past I thought were, oh my gosh, those are ugly, and then once they get here, I'm like,
That's
that's not so
sand
bad.
It just has-
Not so bad. You
I
know,
think
the
It
It has a better
Sandstorm was
shine on
good.
it
Yeah,
than the
yeah.
other black. It's like my car.
It's got more metal flake in it.
So that's like
Right.
the what I like to call the mustard color on the new TRD Pros, right?
I like it though. I think it looks
It's
neat.
that mustardy color,
It's
right?
Dijon mustard.
Now, again, that's not the correct Toyota name for that color,
It
folks.
is hot honey.
Don't lose your mind. That's not. It's
Don't
called
ask him for a
hot
mustard color.
honey, right?
Honeycomb.
I'm using my own opinion of what I thought as soon as I saw it, right? But again, I hold my opinions on those until I actually see the car, because believe me, you can't take a picture and then say, well, I just don't like that color, because I have seen so many that come in and they're not even close to what the picture looks like.
Yeah.
So
See it in the
once you
sunlight.
see it in the sunlight, then you make a determination of what you want. At first, that cement color that they came out with back in 21, I
Like
think.
the Lunar
Hey.
Rock.
Yeah, well, no, that's a different color. Lunar
Oh,
Rock's this
okay.
year. Cement was cement.
Yeah.
It was kind of a base gray, just It kind of looked like a
No.
cinder block.
You didn't like it.
It did.
You didn't
when
like
it
it at
first, when I first saw the picture of it, I'm like, that's horrible. Like it looks like a primered truck.
A few days later,
somebody
guess what he's
sprayed
driving?
primer on their truck and turned it loose. Didn't even put a coat of paint on it. They just said, we're going to drive it primered out, man.
That's right, man.
I mean, I've done that before. So don't, I feel them. When you can't afford to paint it, buddy, you shoot the primer coat on there and let's
done
go.
with it.
Let's roll with it. Especially if you're fixing your race car and you don't have you have to spend that little extra money into the motor, not the
And
paint
guess what
job.
color Alan bought?
It doesn't have to look good.
Cement.
It's just got to go fast. So, but anyway, once that truck got here and I started looking at it, I'm like, man, that color's pretty. That color's pretty.
So what's your
So then
field
what I do,
waymaker?
I went and bought two. I got two. I got the double cab,
And the crew.
and then I traded up and got the crew cab in the cement color and messed around and priced it to a customer, and I was still kicking my own butt for selling it. So
So what about the wave maker?
wave maker, I'm gonna have to see. I don't think that. And again, there is
The
a
butt for every
person
seat.
for every car and for every color. They know way more than this country boy here knows about putting colors on cars. Let me just tell you. But I just don't think it's going to be one for my garage right now.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean when it gets here, I might completely change my mind. You might see me rolling around town in one. And if you do, point at me and say, I thought you wasn't going to get that. I will look at you and shamefully say, I had no idea too.
But I like it.
But I like it. So,
Before we do this, Greg, how's the sales side going? You got anything fun going on?
Yeah, I
in
mean,
your-
everything's going good. Starting to get some inventory in. Like Alan said, we got a couple Highlanders coming. I think we got a couple Grand Highlanders. Starting to get a little inventory and getting the lot looking good. So
Yeah, we're getting close to the end of the year. We're starting to
Yeah.
pick up, it seems like. At least my delivery sheets are starting to pick up.
Yeah.
So,
I saw that.
absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, we've got some landscaping stuff we've got to get done too.
Yeah, that's going to be
That's
fun.
been a nightmare. So, but anyway.
You
we've
going
got
rocks?
that.
Going
Yes,
rocks?
Yes. Yeah, it's going to. We can ever get started on it. It's a
Wait, what?
nightmare. So
Oh yeah.
wait, what's happening?
we're going to
landscaping.
do
We're
some
going rocks.
landscaping. We're going to fix
Going
the
rocks.
front where it looks like
Not
a
mulch.
nice place. We're getting that mulch out of there. We're going to go with white rock.
We're not playing around, Glenn.
We're going to go
That
with
looks nice.
We're not
white
playing around.
rock and let's see.
And then glue it together.
That's
so
why
they don't
Alan's-
get kicked around.
Spinning in his head every day. He's got so many ideas.
Megan, are you going to go out there and glue them together?
No,
It's a
absolutely not.
it's one of those things that it aggravates me to have a dealership like this and it not look like a dealership should look.
Right.
So that's been the top of my list of things to do since I got this job. We're going to get this thing looking like
And
a
the outside is
professional
everything.
Toyota dealership, and the outside.
outside is everything.
That's the first thing people see, man. If it's not looking good, 9 times out of 10, they're not stopping.
No.
Well, let's go over here. But no, that's what it's going to look like at the end of the
See,
day.
that is nice.
So
I like
we're gonna
that.
have the
Reminds
white
me
rock
of the
instead of the grass.
desert or
gonna be-
something.
But every
I don't know
plot
why.
is going to be like that. It'll be in that situation.
Yeah,
That'd be neat.
it's going to be really
And
nice.
as hot as it is being, I think we're in the desert.
Yeah, that.
So I agree. I think we
actually
have
pleasant
I think
today.
it is horrible.
It is. I
It's
walked up
actually
and walked
pleasant
outside
today.
and was like, wow.
I'm taking
Nice.
credit for that, by the way. I brought it with me.
There you go.
Sir.
Northern gentleman brought a little cold down with him.
Like it.
Man.
Oh, we love it.
Absolutely.
Megan, how's
Been
F&I?
brutal.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, pretty steady.
Yeah.
Max just rolling along.
There you go.
That's right. That's right.
That's
Max
we-
more than me, but
That's who we need to get on one day is Max.
I think we should.
I feel like we.
I think we
make
should
a
call
good
Max.
team.
Let's call Max.
Can we call
Well,
Max?
there's another scenario here with the F&I and with David being here. That's another big portion of the things that they do. That's kind of hand in hand. F&I and the service writers go hand in hand, man. Because if they sell a warranty back there in their office to cover that car, that service writer, when they go to look at that car, bring that car in, and there's a major issue, that customer is so relieved that $100 comes out instead of that $9,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yes.
think
a
about it.
lot easier.
You think about it like this: is the first car most people buy is the decision is made because of the sales department and the work that they put in. The second and third car that they buy is normally driven by the experience they had in service.
Correct.
So finance is
Absolutely.
setting the table for us every single day of the week, and if we don't have a relationship from the service and parts department back to the finance department, that's a huge miss.
Yep.
Huge, and I don't care where you are in the
That's
country.
right.
Because
That's a
things are
huge
going to
miss.
break.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah,
They're
it's
going to
just-
break. They're
guaranteed.
built by
Yeah.
human beings.
Well, the average
You
car
know?
on the road right now is 12.8 years old. That's
Really?
just the truth. 12.8 years old. There was an industry study done by Cox and NADA this year.
Yep.
So the truth of the matter is if you have a guest that bought a car from you today that didn't buy some type of extended coverage in finance, they are playing Russian roulette with that investment, and that's a huge opportunity. And I just can't state that well enough.
I thought the number would have been a lot
especially
lower.
with how many new electronics are added every
Yes.
time
No doubt.
they build a new vehicle.
You know, I
It's a
thought that number
huge
would have been
difference.
like way
It's the
lower.
oldest it's ever been in the
Really?
history of the car business.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I thought it would have been like way lower. Like,
Well, you think about what the average price of a new car is versus
Yes.
the median income. So
Right.
people are deciding to hold on to them longer. The problem is if you don't maintain them, going back to our conversation
That's right.
earlier, you now have a double-edged sword. I need to trade this vehicle in, but I can't afford to trade it in because it has a limited value because I haven't maintained it.
Right.
okay,
So you've hurt yourself on both sides.
That's right.
how does service impact a customer's thoughts on buying at a dealership?
Simple. It's 100%. We will see you at least 30 times more than a salesman ever would. So the true nature of this business to the customer's perception is driven by the actions of a service advisor. See, Alan could be the greatest human being on the planet, but if the service advisors down there are not giving me that level of experience, they all report to Alan, so therefore Alan is a liar.
Yep.
That's their perception.
Yep.
On the flip side to that, let's just say they had an average sales experience. No offense to our sales department, but let's just say that they
That's right.
did. And now the service advisor's been able to create that trusting relationship all the way through. They're going to excuse that first experience. It was probably a bad day. Maybe I didn't get the treatment I thought. Maybe I didn't understand. And they're going to give you a second opportunity.
Because of
That's
that.
the retention figure. It
Yep.
really, truly is.
That's huge.
I'll give you a scary stat.
Okay,
86% of people do not service their vehicle at any car dealership after 5 years old.
really?
86%. But didn't I just tell you that the average car is 12.8 years old?
Yep.
So where are they going to buy their next car? Who knows?
Who knows?
That's why service is so important to the variable side.
That's right.
Because if we can convince you that there's no better place on earth to serve your vehicle through our people than here, and that number from 86% drops to 50 and then drops to 30. Now, the people that we've been serving for 5 years have a better opportunity to choose us to go ahead and replace their Toyota with our next one. But even better, because we are not brand biased downstairs, meaning I don't care what the badge says. It could say Nissan, it could say Honda, it could say whatever it wants on my service team, because now I get to expose you to a better brand. And I'm a Toyota guy. Let's just make that very, very clear.
Hard to
I
beat.
service people across the nation, but I am a Toyota guy.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
And because of that, I know that once they get into one of our units, and they're out of whatever they're driving.
Yeah.
That's just happening.
Yeah.
well,
There's no
like
comparison.
the other day, there was a Mustang that came out of service and went straight to the sales side and got into a Toyota.
Yep.
I was like,
Happens every day.
that. What are the odds of that, huh? Like, it's a beautiful Mustang, and now I think they went home in a Grand Highlander. I think
Happens all the time.
So that's,
That's right.
that's awesome.
That's right.
That's awesome.
It's like I said, we're here, and we're going to be there to take care of them when they need us. But if we don't do our job as we should over in that service department, we're never going to get that opportunity.
Very
Never.
There's
true.
no doubt. The biggest miss most service departments make is they don't celebrate all the great things that they do. They're so busy about worrying about a transaction, selling something. I'm going to say a statement that whoever hears this, if it's a general manager, their heads usually spin off their shoulders when I say it. I train every advisor that I've ever played on my team and now in this role that to not sell anything ever. And then I stop for a second. And then you watch people's heads go, huh? Wait, no. We have to sell things. We don't sell anything in service. We service everything. If the vehicle has a certain amount of mileage, its requirements are whatever they are. If the technician's findings find whatever it is, from a leak or a visual inspection or a warning light that needs to be corrected or the electronics that are starting to fail, it is what it is. My job is simply to service everything that's wrong with your vehicle, yes, but help you maintain it to that 12.8 years. By doing that from that heart perspective, changes everything.
That's right.
Changes everything.
Gotcha. Well, since you service so many brands, what's the difference between difference between Toyota and other brands?
From which perspective? The guest or the employee?
We'll go from the employee first. We'll hit both. I want to see what the employee side is first.
So on the service and parts side, most Toyota employees have a little bit more confidence than I would be at a Nissan or at a Chevy or a Ford store in regards to the everyday visit.
Yeah.
Meaning we've done a great job with the manufacturer with Toyota over the last 30 years of educating people that maintenance is important. I'll say it this way. If I ask 10 people on the street which car is better, the Toyota, the Ford, or the Nissan, most people are going to say the Toyota just because of reputation. The truth of the matter is they're all metal. They're all the same combustion engine with a few different features created by human beings that they're all going to fail.
Right.
The difference is we've taught these people to maintain these Toyotas for so long, the maintenance makes them last longer.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the perception now is that they're a better product. I do believe they're still a better product as a Toyota owner myself, but the perception really comes across that way. So you go to a Ford or a domestic or a non-Toyota brand, and they're having to work twice as hard to educate their clientele to do the 15,000-mile maintenance. I've never had to do that before, or the do-it-yourselfer mentality. We don't have that in our world. So in my personal opinion, being a service advisor in a Toyota or a Lexus franchise is the easiest of all the lines because the guests are already been pre-educated for a long time. Now that's starting to change because the sales department did too good of a job. You guys have been flipping domestic owners for too long now, and they haven't been educated. So now they're bringing that Chevy, that Ford, that Chrysler mentality to my service lane. And my advisors got lazy because they didn't have to work for it before. They just simply had to say, here's my keys, do the 30,000-mile maintenance, I'll be back in an hour. They don't have that anymore. They actually have to create features. They have to create benefits. They have to create the educational piece. And if those advisors haven't kept up, now they're struggling even more. So it's kind of a double-edged sword there.
Gotcha. Well, we'll swap in, Brady. If you want to, we'll run our halfway ad real quick.
Welcome to the ECHO program, Experiential Customer Hospitality and Outreach Program. This is where the dealership experience gets reimagined. ECHO is built to bring the experience to you, with hands-on moments, real-world demos, and a new way to connect with today's vehicles. It's not just about showing you what a vehicle can do. It's about letting you feel it for yourself. Because this isn't the next step in car buying. It's a whole new approach. Welcome to ECHO.
All right. So now that we've done the employee side, what about the customer side to that?
So the customer mentality never changes. Let's just be really clear here. What a guest wants is a clear and easy way of doing business. What a guest wants is as transparent as humanly possible.
Yep.
The guests want to say yes. No one will ever make me believe that anyone comes to any repair facility wanting to say no.
Yeah.
They just don't know how to say yes.
Right.
They don't trust. They don't understand. They haven't figured out the economics of the repair, whatever that might look at.
Yeah.
And we haven't done a good job of overcoming their time problems. We talk about time in our business all day long. And off mic, I know we were just talking about a guest that may have had an appointment that waited longer than they expected before the car got in. The problem wasn't that they waited longer than they expected. The problem was they expected to be somewhere else in their life at that time.
Right.
And we didn't do a good job of identifying what their expectation of their life was. We were too busy focusing on our time problems.
Yep.
So changing that is a huge step for that guest. And when you do that, now you don't have those time issues. When you have some of the tools that we have here, especially the ability to have 90 days same as cash, with 97% of our guests taking advantage of that, that eliminates the inability to service their vehicle properly for the majority of our guests. So all we have to do is share that with you. And all we have to do is make you understand that I'm not trying to sell you. I'm just telling you a benefit of being a loyal Hogan Toyota customer. If you got that as the guest, that changes your whole perception. That changes every part of it. That's where the guests are really starting to demand better. I had a question from a guy last week that says, why do you reference Highline hospitality in most of your training? And I said, simple. Because is the hotel room any different in the Ritz-Carlton than it is in a Holiday Inn? The building's exactly this. It's still 4 walls. Yes, there might be a little bit nicer paint. The floor might be better. It might have a little bit nicer mattress. But the reality is, it's a room that I get to stay in at night to put my head down and go to sleep to go whatever I'm going to do the next day. The reason why I'm all right in investing more of my income or my finances into this higher line is because I'm going to get a better feeling.
Right.
They're going to take care of me. They're going to be grateful that I chose them and not the Marriott or someone else that's equal to them.
Right.
The truth of the matter is we don't say thank you the way that we could. That changes.
Right.
It's not rocket science. It's people taking care of people.
Yeah.
When we remember that, you just start seeing people just come back in droves. Just a really quick story. In my personal career, I ran a Toyota store in Northeast Florida.
Yeah.
When I took the store over, it's a big store. And it has, at that time, it had 13 advisors, 40 technicians, 60 bays. And it was a big number.
Yeah.
It was a big number.
Yeah.
But we were only keeping about 45% of the people that would come there twice a year for retention. There's multiple other Toyota dealers in that market, plus independents. At the end of the first year, we moved our retention up to 86%.
That's a
Because what we
huge
said is,
jump.
listen, I don't care what we have to. You're never going to leave here unhappy.
Right.
It's never price. It isn't. It's never anything other than our effort. So all we have to do is go out there and say that I'm here to help. We are going to mess up. It's going to happen. And when we do, I'm sorry. Take ownership. And the next thing you know, people start to spread that word.
That's right.
Yeah.
And in that first year, we doubled the income of a very large store and took it from a 6-figure number to a 7-figure number. And that wasn't because of me. It was because of the team that I was blessed to build and then hold that accountability standard. And the standard just simply says, we're gonna serve faithfully first.
That's right.
And anyone that doesn't want to do that, I don't care how much money you've made for me in the past. If you're not serving faithfully, you just can't be on part of this team.
That's right. That's exactly right.
It's a different standard.
And like I said, that we just where we were talking about that appointment mishap that we had, and we were running behind and everything. So, when I got wind of it, I automatically said, "Hey, this is not their fault. This is our fault. This is an us thing." So I got on the phone, I ordered lunch. I took the lunch over there. I said, "Hey guys, I apologize for our mistake in setting these appointments and not paying attention to how they were stacked. The least I can do for you guys is pay for your lunch." So I bought everybody in the service department's lunch that day, and I said, "Guys, I apologize. If there's anybody here that needs to go somewhere or has something they need to do, let me know. I will get you in a car. You can run that errand while we do your car to get you moving, because I know, unfortunately, you can't be here all day. You can't. I'd love for you to stay and visit with us. It would be okay. But I know you can't. I'm here. I'm here all day. These guys, these service riders, these techs, they're here all day. You are not. You're here for a short period of time to get your car going that you have allotted in your day. And when we don't get there on time and we don't get to you on time, that messes your day up because you have things planned.
And what you did, that doesn't happen any other dealer.
Oh, no.
They just say, well, we're sorry. Push it on the rug.
Or shoot, man, nowadays, most of them don't even say they're sorry.
Right.
Most of them come up there with a scowl on their face because they're upset because you're fussing because you had an appointment at 10 and we haven't talked to you till 11 and you're trying to figure out what's going on. So they come, they don't even want to talk to you. It's like,
I
whatever.
forgot if somebody bought
That's why
my
we're going to be different.
I had, literally, I kid you not, I'm not going to mention the store. It's local. I literally had a customer that came to my office and asked, did we do maintenance on a non-branded unit? I said, yes, ma'am, absolutely. Be glad to do any maintenance.
Every day.
I said, the only thing we can't do is any type of warranty work, which if you
And
bring
recalls.
it here, we'll facilitate it getting to the place to get your warranty work
Right.
taken care of. We will go that step. She said, I went over to get my oil changed or get my maintenance done, and they told me they couldn't get to me, and that it would be 2 weeks before they could get to me
Oh God.
for a maintenance job. Now,
Wow.
the me being me had to inquire. I couldn't just let that go. I said,
You were
okay.
floored.
So let me ask you a question. Who told you this? Was it the writer themselves? Did you talk to a manager? I mean, who? Well, she said, well, first it was the writer. And then I told him, I said, are you 100% sure? Can you check on that for me again? And he goes to the manager. And then the manager comes back out there with him and said, yes, ma'am, it's going to be 2 weeks before we can get to that oil change. We're about to close here now. Wow. This is a Saturday at like
Have you ever
12
heard of
o'clock.
that?
Like,
I wish I could tell you that that's unusual.
Is it not?
It is not. It's absolutely insane to me. There is no such thing as common courtesy anymore. There's certainly no such thing as common sense. Because just take yourself out of this business just tell that story to anybody else in the world.
that's right.
And what would they say immediately? You're going to tell me that you couldn't stop for how long does it take to do an oil change? About 15 minutes. Nobody would stay for 15 minutes today to get that done for them.
That's right.
Wow.
That doesn't make any sense to me. In
Zero.
our industry, whatever that industry is, we'd all take that extra step for something as basic as an oil change in their minds. But unfortunately, it's not.
And it gets even crazier, right? 2 months later, the lady comes back to my office, and she now is riding around in a Highlander. She
Absolutely.
completely switched brands. So that 15-minute oil change, not only did it cost them the money they would have made if they had done the oil change, but it cost them a customer
100%.
because they defected over here. Now they're driving a Highlander. And every single time that this lady comes in here, she walks to my office and tells me how she appreciates our service and how we're
She would
taking
never
care
go
of
anywhere
her.
else.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the experience we have to do. We have to have that type of experience.
to.
We have to say, hey, you come. I don't care. We're going to make it work.
That's right.
Hey, if you don't have an appointment, that's okay. We're going to squeeze you in. Don't
That's
you
right.
worry. If you give us a little bit of grace to get you squeezed in, we're going to do that for you. We're going to make sure you're taken care of in the meantime.
It's a simple process.
Yep.
Yes. That's it. Yes.
That's all they want to hear.
That's it. And you can make yes happen every single time. Now, that doesn't mean sometimes you don't have to jump through some fire hoops. That's okay. Exactly to Alan's point. If I could take every guest and guarantee that just because I said yes, they're going to purchase their next vehicle here, who's saying no?
Right.
Nobody.
Nobody.
But we don't think that far ahead.
No.
And our technician, our express tech, our advisor doesn't think big picture that way most of the time unless we hold them accountable and take the word no
That's right.
out of their vocabulary. I told you about my store before. No, they weren't allowed to say no unless it got
That's
to me.
right.
And I had a service manager, a service lane manager underneath me. So there were two other people that if it got to me, then I knew that there had to be something I had to really investigate, but I was still saying yes. And they all knew it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So they
That's
just
right.
they'll figure out the solution before it would get to my level. But at the end of the day, it didn't matter. I don't care if it's a porter. I don't care if it's a service director. The answer is yes.
That's right.
Hey,
That's right.
can you help me? Yes. My car, you're asking for help? Yes. Where did help stop happening?
That's right.
It's
in-
like
in service.
most days now is like when you get close to closing time, everybody's brain just goes, okay, go home. And I'm guilty of it. I've had 6 o'clock roll around and I was like, I'm out. But then there's been nights where you've stayed here, 8:30, 9 o'clock?
Oh, yeah.
But because
11:30.
I was fixing
I was
to
gonna say,
I have
that
left this
sounds- that
dealership
sounds
at
early
midnight
to me.
before.
Yeah.
I have
Sure
left this dealership at
But-
midnight before, so
But I guess it's just that brain, like your brain sees closing time. Okay, I gotta go home. Ready to go home. And I think that a lot of people have lost that.
I think
Okay, I
that's
can
just
stay
a
over.
Human thing
It's
too.
a human deal.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, there's something better for me to do
Yeah.
outside of being at work.
And I do it. I've done it too. I've been like 6 o'clock here. I'm gone. I want to go home. But I've also with the job that I do, where I got to stay late to deliver these cars. This is this one person. Like some of these, this is the first time they've ever bought a new car. This is you want to give them the full treatment.
Oh, this is a big deal, man.
It doesn't matter if it's
a big deal.
6 o'clock, 9:30, 11:30, or what. It's you want to be there and make sure they have the full experience.
And we have that in you.
Absolutely.
No other dealership does that.
And I take so much pride in it. I do. And so I'll get maybe overexcited sometimes when I do it.
That's good.
Yeah,
No
but I love it. It's just it's fun. It's because you show this technology to people and they go, "Wow!" It's something. Well, I didn't know this car had that, or something like that.
On the Lexus, the parking itself.
Yes,
You had no idea.
And then the fact that the Lexus infotainment screen is literally just identical to the BZ, which I didn't know that. I didn't know the BZ's interior was almost identical to the. Well, what kind of was that? A LT?
TX.
TX. Okay, LZ is a Chevy, I think.
I was gonna say, what are you talking about?
That's right. You flipped on us there.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I followed
Let me just tell you, LTZ's a nice Chevy. Let me just tell you now.
I followed a Chevy to
Get
work.
one of those
That's a nice
LTZs.
Chevy, man.
Yeah, I followed a Chevy to work today.
Clean, man. That's a clean truck.
But like, it's just like the Echo program. I take so much pride in just being able to talk to people
For sure.
and just teach them stuff. And just, like I said, even I stayed over late at an event one night just talking to somebody.
Yep.
And that's what's fun about it is, like you said, you get to tell people, you get to just talk to people and like build these relationships. And that's what I realized the name of the game is here is build a relationship with these people. Don't act like something you're not here.
That's right.
Just be completely
Just talk
transparent
to
with them.
people. Just talk to people.
Customer service. People have forgotten it. Like
Yeah.
it's they've at some point in their lives, it went away.
It went away.
And I don't know. They always say it starts at the top and comes down. So I don't know if maybe we've gotten the wrong people at the top that have just kind of forgotten about that and put emphasis on other things to push that stuff through there to try to raise the needle, to try to make the line look good. The line doesn't look good when you're working with 3 customers.
That's exactly right.
The line looks a lot better when you're working with 103 customers as it does if you're working with 3.
So-
and if you treat people wrong, you're not going to continue to treat them that way long.
No.
Somebody else will. I will. Come see me. If somebody's not doing you right, come see me. I will make sure you get treated as you're supposed to.
Right.
And it's like what you said. You talking about people serving to people, like selling to people. That's what I harped on that a lot when you gave me my position. That was my plan. I want to show that we're not just wheels in a cog. It's everybody
Absolutely.
here has a story. Everybody here, we have lives outside of work. We are just like the people who we serve. We're real people too.
Well, we've got an advisor downstairs that I'm working with intently, and he's trying his hardest. And when you guys come in, you're going to a really, really good human being.
Love that kid.
Oh, yeah.
But he's struggling right now.
Yeah.
And he's struggling because he's trying so hard to learn the role that he's forgetting that he's a person. And I keep reminding him, like, you're a person talking to a person. You might mess up a step somewhere. That's okay. But if you ever forget to be the person, that's the problem.
Yep.
They just want to. They want to meet you.
Yeah,
they want
that's
to
right.
hear you. They don't want to hear some robot or some fast talking human that doesn't care. The fact that you're stumbling and making a couple of missteps in the quote unquote word track, who cares?
Right.
We're all human
Yeah.
beings.
Right.
I'm certain you're going to have to edit parts of this out because I said
No, we
that
can let it
type of
fly.
thing, and that's okay. That's okay because it's genuine.
That's right. That's right.
Genuine people. These other places that don't care, it's crazy to me, and I see it everywhere, that you hold the door open for someone and they get a surprised look on your face and say thank you. You know what I hear when I hold the door open? You better do it. Because my grandma's right behind me,
That's
that if
right.
I didn't grab that door, there was a hand coming to the back of my head.
That's right.
And I don't understand it, and it has nothing to do with generations.
Yeah.
It has everything, because it doesn't matter if you're 20-something or 70-something. They're not holding the door.
That's right.
They're not saying thank you, welcome, good morning. I walk down the street of any city in the nation and say good morning to every person. I do it for fun because I want to see what they're going to do. A third of the people look down and away. A third of the people say good morning, but they don't really mean it. And a third of the people grab their wallet because they're afraid you're going to mug them.
Yep.
It's crazy to me. There's such a small fraction of people that I look you back in the face and say good morning. Hey, great. Have a blessed day. Really? Thank you. Well, why are you surprised?
That's right. That's right.
But that's what it is. So what we give here specifically, they can't get anywhere else. And that's the best part of what I get.
That little lady. You know, I went the other day. My wife's a massage therapist, and sometimes she books clients.
Southern
where
Needs.
she's kind of Southern Needs LLC. But sometimes she books clients too close together, and she doesn't have break time. Right? Well, that infuriates me because she's got to have lunch. Right? So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to take 30 minutes out for my lunch, and I'm going to go over there and make sure I'm stop and grab her something to eat.
Absolutely.
So there's a little place over on Lindbergh, I think. And I'm not going to say this right, but it's Vine. It's right beside Outdoor Nutrition, which is the place to go get your teas if you want teas. Outdoor Nutrition, fantastic place. But it's a little place that this young high school girl has just opened up this place. She's 18, I think. Anyway, so I go next door to get a sandwich while I'm waiting on my teas to be done, right? So I go in there and I start talking to this little lady. She's up there at the thing. Now, my wife, she stops there a lot and gets sandwiches or whatever because she's talked to the little girl and she's come home bragging about to me, hey, this young girl's on top of it. So I go in there and I get a sandwich order, right? And I start talking to the young lady and she starts talking to me about employees and overhead and, you know, business in general. Because I asked her when I walked in, I was happy. And I'm like, hey, because the first thing she said as soon as I walked in, she came out and she says, okay, let me just tell you, we don't have any potatoes. We're sold out of potatoes. So if you're coming to get a potato, I don't have a potato. So I got tickled. I looked at her and I said, well, congratulations. Yes. Thank you, Brady. It's Lake and Vine Cafe. I want to say it correctly.
Brady
Lake
comes
and
up in the
Vine
clutch.
Cafe. Brady in the clutch. Boom. So I walked in and she just looked like she was stressed out because she did not have any potatoes because I could see potatoes is a big thing there. Potatoes is going to be a big thing.
Huge.
So I walked in and she's explaining. And I said, well, and I'm just the way I'm talking now, I'm excited. I'm laughing because I'm tickled the way she said that. I'm like, well, you know what? Good news. I need a sandwich, not a potato. She said, well, we can do that. I said, absolutely. So while I'm waiting on her to make a sandwich, she's standing up there and we just start talking, right? And so she starts talking about the business and la, 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 and the overhead and this and this and this and this. And I could tell she has a really good head on her shoulders to be the age she is. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, and of course, we're talking, and like everybody else, you know, I tell people what I do for a living, you know, so we're talking, and she's telling me about this and the expenses and this. I said, you know what? I said, I feel your pain. I deal with that every single day. She said, you do? What do you do for a living? I said, well, I'm the general manager at the Toyota store. I said, that's what I do for a living. She said, well, you do know, it's just in a larger scale. I said, you're absolutely right. I said, but Toyota store, Lake and Vine Cafe, it's all the same. We deal with the same things. I just do it on a larger scale. Right. I said, but we're dealing with the same thing. We're dealing with expenses. We're dealing with overhead. We're dealing with turnover. It's the same thing. We deal with it every day. I said, and, you know, kudos to you for being the age that you are and doing such a great job at it, you know, because I have heard nothing but compliments about that little restaurant right there. And that little girl runs that thing by herself. And I talked to her, I don't know, we had 10, 15 minutes while I was waiting on my sandwich and my teas, man. But I had a really good conversation with that young girl, and I was really impressed. And I walked out of there, and she was smiling ear to ear because we had been able to talk about things that maybe she hadn't talked with normal customers about. But we'd had a good conversation. I got my sandwich. I went back, took the stuff over to my wife, dropped it off because, like I said, she had another client coming in behind me. But I dropped it off, told her, I said, hey, I met the girl you've been telling me about. We had a good long conversation. And then I came back to work. But, you know, you don't see that this day and time. You don't see that.
No, you do not.
That's not something that you see.
Did she close you on Saturday catering at the dealer?
See, I was just about to mention that.
Let me tell you, she did not start in about the catering on Saturdays.
It's going to happen.
But I told her, I said, you know what? Hey, we may order from you guys at some point. We may call in, do a catering order. But, I mean, they have, look, they did a croissant sandwich. You see that croissant over there in the corner? That's what I got my wife. It was a croissant ham sandwich, and it was, she loves it. Fantastic. Like, that's her favorite sandwich there. I mean, they have all kind of stuff.
Wow. Yeah, that's fire.
You know what I'm saying? That little girl has got it going on over there. And, I mean, they are wearing her out. And she's got a little spot inside. It's not a big front store. It's not, the front part of the store is not big. She got a table with like 2 chairs. And I asked her, we were sitting there talking, I said, have you ever thought about expanding? She says, no. No. I'm doing all I can do at this spot.
She's smart.
Because she's like, man, she said, if I expand, I got to get more seats and more customers. And you know, it's just, there's more. You know, I told her, I said, well, you know, sometimes I said, having the way you have it set up here is the greatest thing ever.
Absolutely.
I said, because you don't have people lingering around in here hanging out. You got them coming in, they're getting their food, they're getting their service, and they're going on about their way.
Right.
I said, so, I think you've hit the nail on the head the way you've got this thing structured up. Now, if you get to the point where it's just going out of control, then you may want to look at something a little more. But, man, I think you got the nail hit on the head right here with this thing. And she just smiled. She said, I do too.
That's awesome.
But so, great, man.
That's awesome.
Everybody that's listening, go to Lake and Vine Cafe.
Let's say I'm still scrolling through this, and it looks
She has
good.
fantastic food, and she is a fantastic young lady that's running it.
Awesome.
Well, listen, before we wrap up, we have a few suggestions from the suggestion
Suggestion
box.
Here we go.
So,
Sadie's our favorite.
Miss
Sadie is the
Sadie,
favorite.
her idea is a pizza
You have to
bar.
read it how she wrote it.
Yes.
It is funny.
It's the best.
When you get hungry, you can eat at the pizza bar.
Hungry.
Oh,
Wait a minute. You're talking to a northern boy here.
That's right.
Hungy?
When you get hungry,
Hungry.
and she drew a picture.
Yeah, he even drew the pizza.
Yeah.
So
Drew the pizza.
When you
So
get
if-
hungry,
She even drew the pizza.
If Sadie is your child, let us know.
Yes, if Sadie is your child, let us know.
all right, let's see. Miss Bonnie, I think I'm almost positive
that's
this is
her,
the
that's her,
lady
yeah.
from TikTok.
Yeah.
With so many couples that bring their vehicle in, dinner and a movie would be great. Benefits would be pass our time and have a great date with our spouse.
Nice.
I love it.
Love it.
Like it.
big screen at the dealer?
Listen, so we got two
Drive-in.
TVs.
Well, we got two.
Drive-in?
We got 170.
We got a 70. What was the other one? 58?
58.
Tell us your movie suggestion.
Yes.
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 So I like that
Yes.
one. I'm all for that
We
one.
can take care of that.
Love that.
But I say that would
We
be
need
fun.
popcorn, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Popcorn machine's
Oh,
got to be
yes.
up and running.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just saying.
We do. We have
There is.
popcorn. We don't have the popcorn manager.
Who's
there's
that?
a
Let me tell
popcorn
you about the
manager.
popcorn. Popcorn is a full-time job.
No doubt.
Somebody has to be responsible for keeping the popcorn popped. Somebody has to be responsible for breaking the popcorn down at night and cleaning the machine. And somebody has to be responsible for getting it started in the morning.
I would say I would cook it just because I want some. But I don't
Sounds
want
like you got a hire to
machine.
do.
I would agree. I think she would be great, but it is an overwhelming task. It's something that has to be done
So-
every single
If somebody volunteers to clean the machine, I'll make it every day.
Yep.
Oh, you heard it from Mego.
As somebody who had to do popcorn in a deli back home, I did not like it.
I love popcorn, but I only volunteer if Alan buys me the salt to go on mine.
That's probably a done deal.
Cheese salt, or is it just straight
that
salt?
what is that? The one they sell at the movie theaters, like white cheddar or something.
White
Salt is
cheddar
not
salt.
good
All
for you,
right,
Mego.
for sure.
It's not good for you.
I would love that.
I'm not sure what this one's talking about. I'll let you read over that one. This one, Miss Allie, says a lemonade stand.
Lemonade stand.
Nice.
And read what she said.
In the summer, it's hot, so people want to cool down. So if you sell lemonade, people won't be hot.
There you go.
Makes
Did do a
sense.
lemonade.
And you know, it's funny that she said that because we've had a lemonade stand
Yes,
this
we
year.
have.
We
Okay.
got a
Miss
lemonade
Sharon.
stand right in front.
Right in
Miss
front.
Sharon. She brought her folks up
think it
here, and
was-
they did a lemonade stand right out front. And
Right.
I think it was for the school. I think it was granddaughter's school, grandson's school.
Grandson, I think.
Grandson.
Yeah,
Is that
grandson.
Allie, you said?
that was Allie.
So if your kid's Allie, we need to know that too.
Absolutely.
For sure. It's a great way for your littles to learn how to run their business.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Brady,
Coming
you
straight
about to
out of
step
high
in.
school and maybe get a new.
So we do have
Here's
one more
Brady.
suggestion, I think. Are there others?
No, that's it. I'm
Okay. So the suggestions have 3 sections. So under describe your idea, I thought it was great, and the test driver guy is the GOAT.
Mark?
Clean and cool inside, great waiting area. What are the benefits of your idea? Dude, look, I live in Iowa, and I live with Mickey and Kermit. And the additional comments or suggestions, get a job. We know you live with them. The name is Jake.
Jake.
I'm not sure how that one works, but we'll let that one slide this time.
We had a whole conversation on there.
Yeah,
We
we're,
really
we're
did.
practicing our writing skills.
Yeah, it sounds like
I
it.
love it.
I love it. It's awesome.
But being from Chicago, we don't really consider Iowa a state, so that's okay.
I don't know how he would feel about that.
So I guess we'll have the football conversation on the next episode, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll save that one.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We'll wrap it up.
Technically, it doesn't start till the 5th.
Yeah.
True.
September
we'll
the
do
5th
that
is when football
the
is
5th.
actually officially started.
That
And
is
we
true.
have some fun stuff.
We're
to
gonna be
talk
over there
about.
early.
Like
So
second
So
and
since I
Brady
won't
go-
be here for that,
go game.
unfortunately, it's go Notre Dame.
Oh,
The Irish.
See,
Well done.
and the podcast was so good until you had to go there.
oh, man. All right, everybody. Well, we will see y'all in the
See
next
ya.
one.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Thank God for edits.
It's August.
Exactly.
It's hot. But the deals are even hotter at Carl Hogan Toyota. Lease a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma 4x4 SR5 for only $379 a month. Experience the difference at Carl Hogan Toyota.